interesting part, well, I got lucky and saw twice, which was nice.
Okay.
It was like you can feel the soul of that old man. And the young person actually complimented him because you can, when they sing, it was like one. They both came together. And I just love the color, the design in the kitchen, tiles and everything, and that blue kind of teal light color. The whole atmosphere was just wonderful. And you can feel the gentleness and the soul of the old man, because it came so close to his face and you can read everything. It was wonderful. You're very talented. Thank you for sharing
Thank you.
this wonderful talent.
Thank you very
Best of luck. Thank you.
I was wondering if it was me because of the picture in the kitchen, the backsplash. I leaned over and I said, "Look at the work, the detail on the backsplash." I fell in love with that. I had to comment, and even though I try not to interrupt during,
Yes.
the movie,
Yes.
but I had to speak on that.
And the tea, that even the pot, it's a tradition, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is such a wonderful, like socializing or those two souls meeting in one with the tea, the
I
pouring of
wanted
the
some
tea.
in that moment too. I wanted to
I
be
love
there. Yes, same here.
Welcome to Morocco, and you will enjoy tea.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The movie is because it was based on real life, which was not evident as you began to watch the film. But as the story unfolded, it began to become very apparent that it is deeper, that there is real life involved in this story. And that was what was captivating for me. So I truly enjoyed your piece.
Thank you
And
very
thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you very much.
العار راه عيني تبكي ويكفيني لا تزيدني عيار يا الغادي بيا بطريق المحاين يا اللعب بيا كيف لعبتي بالملايين وهذه الكلمه هي اللي جعلت الاغنيه توقف من بعد ما كانت تصور في التلفزيون
It was different and unique. The color, the poetry, it brings out, makes you think. You begin to appreciate what freedom means. Sometimes we take it for granted. I grew up in Nigeria. We had a terrible civil war, Nigerian Biafran war in the 60s. So I suffered terribly. So I know what it means to be free.
Freedom is the most important.
You may not know me. My name is Cyprian. I'm a scientist, and I have over 190 patents, invention. In fact, some of the contents in the cell phone I invented. I mentioned that because we're all artists, and for me, without freedom, if I'd been in Nigeria, I would not be able to accomplish what I accomplished in the US. This was an environment that allowed me to express myself.
So you told me.
If I'd gone to university in Nigeria, I was raised to study medicine, and I rebelled and studied engineering. And then, without that freedom, I don't think I've been able to accomplish what I accomplished. It's not that I'm boasting, but with that freedom, when you work becomes pleasure.
I am so happy to feel that this message is universal. It's not mine. The movie is not mine. The idea is not mine. All people are looking and searching for freedom. So when I hear what you say, what you really said, so we all have the same feeling.
Without freedom, we are dying, whether we admit it or not, and eventually we all die. Because the spirit is dead. When the spirit dies, freedom means everything. Today we're all alive. All the progress we have today is because of freedom. The expression to create, correct? All the advances in arts, medicine, science, because of freedom.
حنا كنتولدوا حرين ياك كنخرجوا من الكاج ديال المال ديالنا حرين خصنا هذا المكتسب هذا اللي عطاه لنا سيدي ربي نحافظوا عليه ونتمنوا
I want to congratulate the Silicon Valley African Film Festival for 7 years. And it's important that we acknowledge that, because it takes so much energy, so much resources to fulfill the kind of responsibility that goes with a film festival. I want to congratulate the filmmakers from the 25 countries here, as they represent a new vision and paradigm on the continent itself. I've been fortunate to be watching African films for over 40 years, starting with the great work of Sembène Ousmane from Senegal, Jibril from Senegal, Suleiman Sisi from Mali, Sheikh Omar Sissoko from Mali, Abdurrahman Sissoko from Mali. All of them laid the foundation. I remember seeing Black Girls. I remember, in fact, I had the opportunity to help Ousmane finish his last film, the film on female circumcision, Malade. I also had the opportunity to produce on an extraordinary film by Abdurrahman Sissoko, Bamako, outlining the African debt crisis as a narrative, not a documentary, as a narrative. And so you not only have the empirical data of what the crisis has done to various countries, but also the real life stories of people, from farmers to those people in transit, shot in his own, in the compound that he had lived in, and as a child, as a boy growing up in Mali. I want to first also acknowledge our First Nation brothers and sisters who were just here, as they understand clearly the relationship to Mother Africa, the home or the birthplace of all humanity. They recognize that. First Nation people came first to South America 15,000 years ago because of the Ice Age that was here. The El civilization, the Aztec civilization, the Mayan civilizations. They were ones who had a relationship which we should embrace at this particular moment as Mother Earth finds itself in dire need of repair, and humanity in dire need of repair. Their relationship and that of the African people was the first relationship and connection to ourselves as human beings, not isolated, but integrated into the planet, integrated into, with our wisdom, into the system of survival and what Mother Earth represented. All these are important. It is essential now as we look at African films in a way in which we document our memory. Not only that, because since it's memory, and the memory carries us through, the memory takes us through as we prepare ourselves for new challenges in the future. That's what happens at this particular film festival. A film festival also restores our sense of possibilities as well. Storytelling always does that. And here we are at this particular moment celebrating this. But we must take other steps as well, because filmmaking could be transformative as well. I had the opportunity to do a movie last year in Nigeria called 93 Days about the Ebola crisis in Nigeria, in Lagos. Very few people heard about the Ebola crisis, but they knew about what had gone on in Liberia, but not Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria. We had an opportunity to do that. And essentially, I think the film will elevate what we consider to be film. I'm not someone who censors film, because it's important that we have all kind of films and all kind of voices, but we have to take our films seriously. I'm kind of saddened that last weekend, a great film by Nate Parker was not seen by us. We have to take ownership of our product first. It is us who must take ownership. We cannot expect others to take ownership. I'm saddened by the people that don't see that film. So I hope you encourage people to continue the work, continue to tell our stories, using film as a vehicle of not only resuscitating our memory, telling our memory, validating our memory, validating our stories. Eduardo Galeano, the great Uruguayan poet, once said that we're simply not just a matter of atoms and everything else that make us up as human beings. We're a combination of our stories, our collective stories, our human stories. And those films here are the stories of all humanity. Thank you very much.